here's the inner battle that I'm fighting today. Thinking about having to hide who I am, having to hide my true self just to fit into a crowd, fit into a moment. Got to have a wall up because I want to make sure that I survive this moment first, especially if it's a new crowd, new people that I don't know. I got to survive this moment first. I got to fit in first. And I think what makes this hard is socially. When you interact with people, and you interact with new people that you don't know what they're like and they don't know what you're like. And you kind of want to play it safe. And I'm realizing this right now, that playing it safe is the word. It's the right way to describe this. I guess what I mean with hiding my presence is when I want to play it safe. When I want to make sure that whatever I do next, whatever I say next is a safe move. I'm not going to get hurt. I'm not going to play myself. I'm not going to put myself in a position that I might regret. That's interesting. So the number one thought that goes through my mind is make sure you play it safe. Make sure whatever you do is safe. Make sure it can't get to you. Make sure you can't get hurt. That's the number one thought that comes to mind. And what I feel with that is it's a sense of relief. It's just a strange one. I guess what I'm noticing is it gives me a sense of relief, a sense of safety to make sure that I'm not gonna put myself in a position that could potentially get me in trouble by starting with showing who I am. If I show who I am from the gate, I feel like it could be dangerous, because people could try to get at me. People could try to hurt me one way or another. I guess the fear, there's an emotion there that I just identified an emotion. I think there's a fear. I talked about relief, and now I'm realizing there's some fear in there as well. So there's some fear involved, and I think fear is a 90%. I would put fear at 90%. I think fear is probably a bigger driver of a situation like that. And I guess the fear that I have in that moment is that if I don't fit into this moment, if I don't fit into this group right now, I don't know how it's going to go. And the unknown is a bigger issue. That's definitely a bigger issue. So I guess it's safe to play it safe. I guess it's safe to pretend to some degree. I guess it's safe to put out this version of me that I think is going to fit into this group in this moment or with this individual. That's safer than starting off with one of me and not know how that's going to go. So I guess one thing I could do, because that's the fear I just discovered. That's fear, 100%. I guess one thing I could do, a step that I can take to win, I can ask the question, tell me a little bit more about you. I can do that. If they start telling me something about themselves, I get to know them just a tiny little bit, and it would probably get my guards down because I'm going to know something about them, then I get to share something about me. And I think when I don't know the other person and they don't know me, I think we're all dancing a little bit. We're all trying to bring out a version of ourselves that is not truly who we are or who we want to be. And then pretending can stop. At least start to decrease. So thank you for your time today. Join the club if you want to face your life with truth and courage. And live truthfully and live courageously. My name is Chris Kasonga. Keep living an empowered life.